Hi, and welcome to Online Chemistry uh, in South Washington County School District. My name is Mr. Zimmerman, Oscar Zimmerman, and I will be your teacher this year. So, this is Chemistry A. So, let's go to Chemistry A so I can give you a brief overview of, um, you know, the things that you're going to need to be doing to be successful. All right. So once you get into the class in Schoology, and Schoology is the only platform we will use to access the lessons. Of course, there will be links from Schoology that take you elsewhere, but we will not use the Pearson Connexus um, learning management system. You might be using that in some of your online classes, but here in Chem, we will just focus on Schoology. I think it offers enough for us to be able to do what we need to do. So let's get into it. So once you get into the class, you will notice the Meet the Teacher is an activity you will do after watching this video, I believe, or before. We'll see in a second. But let's focus on the three folders, the white folder, the course resources folder. If you look what's in there, there's the syllabus, the periodic table that you can print out for yourself, the Tyler DeWitt Chemistry YouTube channel. That's going to be a great resource for you to get instruction on the things and building the skills that you will need to build throughout the school year. And the digital chemistry textbook is there just for reference because we won't use it. But at any point, if you want to read some dry, boring stuff about chemistry, then you can definitely use it. But I will make it my goal to make it as exciting as possible for you and as interesting as possible. So we will avoid that because the curriculum will be in the digital notebook, which I will talk about briefly here. And then there's a full video dedicated to it you can watch to know how to use it. Anyway, so that's your course resources folder. Let's quickly talk about the completed folder. So that's basically once we're done with unit one, right? The first unit, I will put that folder in there and the completed stuff will be in there. But most of the time you'll be focusing in the current folder because that's what we're doing right now, which just kind of makes sense, doesn't it? Anyway, once you open that up, typically you will have 3 units in there. Unit 1, 2, and 3 for this try. Unit 0 is just that first week. You're not going to have to do any chemistry per se. It's just going to be learning how to figure out the class, how to do things, and I will have activities for you to do to get there and just getting to know each other, et cetera, et cetera. So, but typically you're going to have 3 units and they'll have different colored folders for it. So once we're past that Labor Day week, right, the short week, we're going to start in Unit 1. And Unit 1 has several things in there. And the dates, not all the dates are good yet because, I'm still working on them, but it's a good example of what you can expect for every unit, right? So anyway, once you get into the current unit we're studying, you can look at the schedule. And of course, you can always look at the dates and then you know, oh, this is what we're doing, right? But anyway, if you click on that, um, the schedule will basically tell you what we're doing, Monday through Friday. Or if any of those days are off, it will tell you no school, right? So you wouldn't be responsible for completing anything. But each day will have kind of a it will tell you what to do in the digital notebook and which lessons, even which slides, etc., etc. And if anything is due, so if there's an assignment that's due, it will say this one is 10 points formative or this one is however many points summative. So that way you will know what you need to turn in and what the due date is and all that. So that's how you keep track, but make sure you always look in the schedule first before starting your daily stuff so you know what to do, right? Sometimes students don't know what they're supposed to be working on. So just know that the schedule and look at the dates, right? We're in. Oh, this is Tuesday, 9/12. Yeah, it doesn't match yet. So don't worry, like, where's the Monday, right? Uh, don't worry, everything will be looking good once you log in. Yeah, for now it is what it is, right? I'm still working on it. So, anyway, so that's that. Um, let's head back here. Um, so Oh, each unit, one thing I forgot, each unit will have a discussion forum, and that's not something that's necessarily required unless it's part of an assignment, but it probably won't be. But when you click on it, typically at the top, I'm gonna say what's going on, but this is for, for the unit, for you guys to be able to leave questions and make comments and even answer questions of other students on the content. So if there's something you're not understanding, whether it's chemistry or just how you're supposed to do a certain assignment, or when the test is, or whatever the case may be, you can post it there because what's going to happen is this allows other students who maybe understand something, a concept, they feel like, okay, I got this and I want to maybe articulate it somehow. They can put it down there. That's a great way for you guys not just to interact, but for you to get better at chemistry and better at remembering and understanding the concept. Because once you can explain something to someone else, that's when you really know that you have learned it, right? You're not just reading from a textbook or repeating what a textbook says without kind of a conscious understanding of it, but you're actually explaining it to another human being, which requires deeper thinking and critical thinking, right? So that's what this is really for. So any questions you have, you can throw them in there. And if you see a question by someone else and you're like, oh, yeah, I know the answer, just put it in there, right? I'll always be checking these. And if someone says something that I need to correct, I'll just correct it. I won't make anyone feel bad about, saying something wrong. Really, in this class, I want to emphasize mistake making as being part of learning because it is, right? We learn when we make mistakes, sometimes we get a little bit embarrassed about it, but when we do, we remember that experience and remember that correction more, right? So, like if someone corrects us, well, it might feel slightly embarrassing. We do remember that experience and we do remember the correct answer then, right? So, anyway, that's what the discussion's for. Let's get back in there. Um, let's just hit back here. So, that's that for the discussion. As far as units, yeah, let's get back into the unit folder. So these different things are assignments, what an atom looks like video. So if you clicked on that, it might take you to a link that tells, no, this is just a submission. But you would know because that would be in the digital notebook, that'd be an assignment in there. So you would see it and would tell you, okay, you got to do this and that. Uh, and yeah. So let's just kind of keep going through it. As far as exams go, so I just anticipate having one exam per unit. So there will be three tests per trimester and you will be allowed to do two retakes for each one. And for each retake, if you improve your score, you get that new improved score. There isn't like a 70% type deal, whereas like you can only get 70% back. No, you can still get 100%. Everybody learns differently, and there isn't really, an average time somebody should learn something. So you'll have multiple opportunities to try to get better at things and then improve your outcomes, aka grades, right? So I hope that will come in handy. So again, if you think you didn't hear me correctly, yes, there will be test retakes. For every test you take, you can retake it 2 times. You just have to do it within a reasonable amount of time, right? Don't ask me like 2 months later, yo, can I retake this or that, right? Because that's kind of unfair to me, right? Anyway, so that's that. One thing I need to mention, and I'm going to put it down somewhere, office hours and an office hours link. So I'm going to add it to this Schoology page. I'll probably put it right at the top so you can see it. That's going to be every Thursday from 3:15 to 4:15 p.m. So that's when you can connect and ask for help. So it's just going to be like a Zoom room that you can access, and I'll be there, right? And you can just whatever concerns you have, or if you just want to say hi, that's cool. And yeah, so that's that. Otherwise, if you really need, like, hey, I need some help, can we set up a Zoom? We can do something. Probably that would probably be in the morning. But you can definitely message me in Schoology and ask, right? And we can set something up. And as far as communication goes, now that I'm talking about it, most of the communication should be done through Schoology. So just use the Schoology Messenger. That's the quickest way to get a response from me. If you use email, especially if you use the Gmail, the app's Gmail, like that stuff, I don't, we have two emails, and I check the Sowashco one daily, but the other one, it's just like used for more like Google Drive. So I would recommend you don't use it with any teachers, because that's the one that's the likeliest not to be seen pronto, right? If you want teachers to see it right away, Schoology message is probably best, right? And your chance of getting the response the same day is 100% in this case here, unless it's after work hours, right? If you send me a message in the morning or like before noon, you'll get an answer before 4 p.m. So possibly right away. It kind of depends on how busy I am, because I also teach five other live in person classes. So, all right, what else do we have here? Really, I think that's about it. So let me give you a quick overview, right? Just a quick repeat of what I said, right? So again, I'm Mr. Zimmerman. I'm your online chem teacher. You have the three folders in Schoology, and Schoology is the only learning platform we'll be using to access everything from. The course resources folder, the syllabus is in there, the periodic table, the YouTube channel that I use the most, the chemistry textbook that we won't use at all, but is there for you as a resource if you want it, if you like reading textbooks. The current folder is the one we're going to focus in, right? And each current folder will have 3 units in it. The current unit we're on, right? When you expand it, you'll see the schedule for each week. You click on the week we're in, and you'll know, because you can just check it against your calendar, right? And you'll know, oh, here's where we are. Once you get in there, it tells you exactly what to do each day. And there will be links and things, right? So the first link is like, oh, open it up. When you make a copy of the digital notebook, right, it'll go into your Google Drive, and then you'll have it to basically do stuff in, right? So let me show you quickly. So basically, that's what the notebook looks like. And again, this is the only thing you're going to need as far as things go, as far as learning goes. It's just that everything that we're going to be learning, all the activities are in there, right? So it's very important that you watch that video. I believe that's going to be on the second day. So, like on whatever, what's our second day? Thursday, I believe. So on Thursday, you're going to watch that, and yeah, it will explain what to do. All right. I don't know if there's anything else I need to mention. So I think we're good to go here. So once again, welcome. And and communication, Schoology, 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 right? Message me in Schoology. I'm gonna help. There are retakes for tests. That's one other thing I'm gonna tell, and I will tell you about tests a week ahead of time, so you know. Oh man, it's not tomorrow or whatever, right? And as far as that procedure goes, I'm going to communicate it, maybe via Schoology Messenger, because I can email all my students at once, or message and then let them know, hey, you have a test coming up, so, and here's how you do that, right? I just don't want to make this video like overly long, because it's just going to be impossible to remember everything. But again, welcome. Please do not hesitate to ask me any questions. I'm very approachable. I happen to be a human being, so I hope you will see that about me. And hey, this will be good. And my home away from home, Hawaii, they say hi and goodbye using the shaka sign. So, woo, shaka dudes. And I will be in touch. And good luck.